In the previous session, we had spoken about comparative statement. We saw that comparative statements are comparative in nature. These are statements that you're preparing to compare the financial aspects of a company for two different time intervals. We had spoken about comparative balance sheet. In this session, we will be talking about, or we'll be focusing on the comparative income statement. Now, what is meant by an income statement? Income statement is a statement which reveals or which talks about the revenue and the expenses of the firm. In other words, the income statement helps you to know the profit position of the profit or loss position of the firm. It talks about the profitability of the company. In the case of a sole proprietorship, it is usually a combination of two statements, trading account, profit and loss account. But whereas in the case of companies, cooperative societies, it would be something like a revenues and expenses statement. So that is what is meant by income statement. Now, comparative income statement, the reason why we would be preparing the comparative statement is because we want to evaluate, is there an increase or decrease in the gross profit? Okay, we want to know if there's an increase or decrease in gross profit. Now, whenever you pick up on any organization, there are two kinds of profit the organization has. One is called as gross profit and the other is net profit. Gross profit is the profit that the company earns from its operational activity. Then you have net profit. Net profit is the profit that the firm earns from collectively from all its activities. So that is what is meant by net profit. Here we are talking about, we want to know what are the changes the firm has with respect to its operational activities. Is the company doing well or is the company not doing so well? So for us to understand that, we will have to prepare the income statement. Then we want to know about the operational profit. We want to know, is the company doing well in terms of operational activities? Is the staff expenses going up? Is the administrative expenses going up? So for us to understand those aspects, we will have to prepare the comparative statement. Then we also want to know what changes or what impact is the firm having with respect to its total profit, its overall profit. So for that, we will have to yet prepare the comparative balance sheet. Finally, we want to evaluate and see what are the factors which influence the profitability of a firm. We want to know what are the factors, which category of expense will exactly be impacting the profitability. Is it the administrative expenses? Is it the operational expenses? Is it the depreciation? What kind of expenses would be impacting the operational or the overall profitability of the firm? So for this, we will have to prepare the comparative income statement. So this in a nutshell are some of the reasons as to why we will go about with the preparation of the comparative income statement. Now we will be talking about the format of the comparative income statement. So comparative income statement is very much similar to the balance sheet. However, the items which are displayed over here would be slightly different. Okay? So here what happens is you will have the items which you will usually find in an income statement. Income statement usually start off with sales, and from sales you will subtract the cost of goods sold. Cost of goods sold will help you to understand, or cost of goods sold is the measure of the operational expenses of a firm. It's basically all your direct expenses. From sales, when you subtract your operational expenses, you will get gross profit. Now, from gross profit, you have to subtract your operating expenses. So these are your indirect expenses. So some examples I've given over here. Then to this, you will have to add all your other income. You have to add incomes from other sources. So when you add income from other sources, you will come to know what is your net profit before tax. Okay? You will come to know what is the net profit before tax. From the net profit before tax, if you subtract your tax, you will get the net profit after tax. Okay? You will get the net profit after tax. So this is how we will go about with respect to the preparation of the comparative income statement. Now, again, the remaining aspects of the comparative income statement is the same. You have year 1, then you have year 2, Then you talk about the absolute change. Absolute change is year 2 minus year 1. Then you have percentage change. Percentage change is absolute change divided by year 1. This will help you to know the percentage change. Now here, the only difference would be that in particulars, you will be accommodating all the items which are a part of the income statement. So this is how you go about with respect to the preparation of the comparative income